Shannon so a lawyer Francis from FB Solicitors. Dear me here free wo yes oh tap no wa share. Why? And then me here free wo. Now for insuma me who baby I will share me a free. Afei so wo kroma na wunyenya wo British passport wunyenya wa sit na bomodia na fa wo ho kodom FB solicitors ataban kese no fa ho ko hyase na yenso yemboa wo na nso nya wo nkrata na tena kroma uti kroma na woni nkrata na ayasem nye easy life without nkrata very very difficult. Frank yichia wo nso Mr. Power Tap. Scotland, Aberdeen for Michiamo, Mikrumu, Aberdeen, Mikrumu pa. Memma mo nyinaa mo akwa ba nsa na me follow ya wo a friend is a TikTok listen. Ya mama dia na ye shares no enkonkudu at least 1000 said the algorithm no be being 10. Mema wo so akwanya na wo so aba bebusa wo question. And into over TikTok or YouTube or Facebook abomodian, you request, and then I'll give you the opportunity to come and ask your questions. Now, lawyer, and so into me, any ano enfamao. Midi, midi, a chame, Dr. Ren, lawyer Francis, ewa hantien sada, jen sembreno, you call near kwa, lawyer Francis Akwaba. But ansana lawyer bebemuno. My main kind will say, FB solicitors there, ye wo backing. Yenye yira kwan kra nti wo hwehwe yen a enya de a obemese direction no ye address ye suite E and F the clock house na fe so your postcode no IG118EQ your telephone numbers office line is 0208 264 4800 0208 264 4800 Bomoriana Shannon so mame why Sanso and your lawyer Francis mobile line is 079 46772439 Mr. Wa Memfre Abra lawyer also yes I'll be disrupt a program any DMwa meaning say sometime you want to call and then save the number it Mr. Wa also unya numbers now just save it FB solicitors and now lawyer Francis why lawyer what your apomu to say
ne kwan so nkyia kɛseɛ kɔma wo ne watiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ ɛno nso ne me platform ne so ɔmo a ɔmɔhwɛ yɛn Facebook ne other social medias no sɛ FB solicitors yɛ usual 12 to 1 legal digest ne yɛde brɛ mu no ɛduru hɔ no mu na nso side wɔapɔ mu te sɛn
wɔ hɔ na ɛnra ekopie mu wɔyɛ o office area hɔ a na Ghana Independence Day Ghana fo kurom ha paa o
ma yɛmpie yɛnkɔ programs ma yɛnhu yɛho because wohwɛ other African communities they click, get together, they organize programs and that kind of thing. It's about time say yes idea no ne hu ye ho na yedi ye ho nkomo. I know so we were me mpese meko Ghana fo mu me mpese meye sei. Sabe uchu mutan eye okromfo. Ukoma e se hu how a wo ne omo be dile. Eno ne hia rather than say me nko Ghana mu asemba sabi yeye we nyina no ye high commissioner or yes idea we nyina no asemba na watimi atwitwa agyew nti misramo ma ye nyi ye ho free such things no efa say ye celebrate ye anniversary no Independence Day 69th anniversary no activities bia no just partake it and it helps a lot as a patriotic Ghanaian citizen. Baby, I will be any problems, anything, no, ube to me, Eddie Ato, the High Commissioner, Nenim. And these are the opportunities, Maunya one-on-one interaction with the High Commissioner. Because I can see the woman is doing well, going around every communities, Ghanaian, or try so on your interact to know their problems and see how best she can help. Ebona baso, I hope say better so. Yo, Dr. Rain.
Kaya for 7 so mami hu baby a wo hwe ye afri wo hwe ye free ye ready na Frank the also hwe ye free ye Aberdeen ye Scotland. Let me know where you are watching us from. Why ehia pa program we also a community a boy ye me coming together as Ghanaians. Na fe emremu no family law, immigration, litigation, and one sensem nyame ayi wadom watu nsem upese oto asase wo Ghana lawyer Francis ebeboa mo nya asase krogin a manson bia enso enim ntibomodi a na reach out to us FB solicitors need to me embomodi a emboa lawyer ewo ha oye a lawyer wo be answer wo questions on UK marriage and passport applications. Ni nyinaa no bɔmmɔden anaforo pono so na lawyer enyiyi wɔn nsɛm no anoma wɔ Peter Mensah ma mo nyinaa mo akɔ aba mo a mohwɛ wɔ TikTok no mɛsrɛ mo a mo yɛnyɛ more than numbers no wɔ fam paa ɛnyɛ encouraging yɛ numbers no ndu 50 nti mɛsrɛ mo a moma yɛntumi mpagya yɛ mu enim sɛ sisi yɛ ne adwane deɛ moma yɛmpagya yɛ mu o question wontumi mfoa nso a you can also type it and I will read it for you. Lawyer wait there, me ma wakwa ba biem na ebusa sɛ ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ so wɔ immigration update ho. Ɛdeɛ metete deɛ ɛsɛ sisi no ekuro no tene no deɛ honestly ɛyɛ ayɛ hu. Kɔ sisi ekura pension ni asi kura no. Wo betu kwan kura no a wanhwɛ ne ekura ɛsɛ ahwɛ ne yɛbɛyɛ ne yɛde biribi aba abɛto so tabo bi aba abɛto so ma wokotu kwan kura wontumi nkɔnkɔnkɔkyɛ ɛwɔ akwantuo. Already enim sɛ bi mu tu kwan a wɔn gye permission. Na omakwacha 4 weeks, 6 weeks as I say, 6 months as I say, no masayaba. So any new update and son of Minian Moa Messewa, Mefamo, Namabusa mo question. Why? Lawyer, a dear Necoso, immigration updates.
Chronoma ye ding, and not day in, day out, no. Mrafo for son, ba. For all sectors of the economy, including pension, including benefits, and immigration. Yo, on the 5th of March, which was Thursday, Home Secretary, in the person of Shimana Mahmood, yes, added another BBFN statement of changes, HC 1691. HC 1691. And only a changes are or they eba. Na wati hu kakra akyerɛ yɛn ama as time goes on no ɛba bɛyɛ mmara nti mepɛ sɛ mefa akwan gya wei so ɛbobɔbobɔ nneɛma a wɔde ɛto edwa na as time goes on no yɛbɛhwɛ mu nkakra ne yɛahwɛ mostly deɛ yɛbɛtumi aka ho asɛm a obiara bɛda ne ho so sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a mmara no ɛnkye yɛn. Yo, what they started is about refugees and a work and study route and a settlement or and a visitors and other changes, including criminality impact, suitability, extension of the Ukraine scheme, changes to the application procedure under Part 1 of the immigration rules, British nationality overseas route, and a EU settlement, and a threshold for deportation under Part 13 of the immigration rules. Yo, bro so na share sena war or debetu ejano, which was Thursday year 5th of March 2026. Was a refugees, which is settlement protection. The statement amends Part 11 and Appendix Settlement Protection in two critical respects. Through neither amendment extends the qualifying period, which is yet. Anyone who succeeds in an asylum claim lodged on or after 2nd of March 2026, whether this takes the form of the first claim or further submissions, would now receive 30 months of permission instead of the previous 5 years. Under the changes made to Part 11, this applies to grants of both asylum and humanitarian protection and will necessitate extensions to be made within the last 28 days of the applicant's permission to stay. The Home Office in terms of the refugees, let's say, who apply for asylum now, first nanka asylum omo a yɛma 5 years. Say wɔse daabi da. Ɛfiri 2nd of March ɛrekɔ no, woyɛ na wonya first head sɛ yɛagye atom a asylum no a, yɛbɛdi kan ama wo 30 days. 30 days, which is yɛte so from 5 years I started with 30 days, subject to renewal. On the basis okay, say last Wednesday you can want some say ɔmo de mawa na sɛ wo kuro na wo free ba na hɔ adwo a ɔmo bɛgye ɔmo adeɛ na ɔmo de wo kɔ back. That is the new asylum changes eba. Into MRC successful claims or further submissions lodged on or before 1st of March 2026 will still result in a grant of 5 years permission. Emrano Wayne said it take effect from 2nd of March. Inti sa wuye asylum no near before 1st of March so ubeda 5 years is so. But from 2nd of March kono yɛbɛdi kan ma 30 months near renew but sɛ wo kuro na wo free so no hɔ adwo a yɛ renew biom but yɛbɛ make arrangement for you to go back to where wo free ɛbaeɛ a wode bɛ claim asylum no. Nti yɛnhyɛ ne nso sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo claim asylum a these are the changes ɔpɛ sɛ wɔde ɛba. And no crowd there the baby because 2nd of March they trim. That means a take effect dada. Yo, share the other changes obe.
So na sa asylum sa 30 days no be renew. I don't know much SK biana. 30 months, sorry, 30 months. I don't know much SK biana. So mo ko renew. Okay, asylum for the omo anti na UK for the buo fuso we de sika na ehwe omo no. Boy, yeah, lawyer, into us. But lawyer, Mammy Kai Ghana for say, Uti Chrome ha, we Ghana near, and your wife say asylum ni you can only seek asylum because in Tokwesi will Chrome. Lawyer, last week, what Churchill who said persecution. Say ye tata will persecution so dear and tata, it could be say or religion. I will practice what Ghana man for tata will. It could also be say with sexual preference ewo Ghana amanfo tata wo kwabena ntumi nkomu too much na nso nim say Ghana achiwade no enye UK fo achiwade nti ade bo wa Ghana fo achi na nso ba UK kra no mo gege so kra me no kra no yetumi hyira so say ya ware make be ma ne be ma tumi ware oba no oba tumi ware nti wo yi wo UK a na political asylum ne wo kwan bebre a wo nso woni nkrata watena kroma. Listen to me attentively through a lawyer Francis FB solicitors ye bomodini aboa Ghana for because lawyer ono nso ne prayer point ne say obehwe ama Ghana for bebre no anya nkrata. That is why he's always passionate about betna ha say oti ase intimesrew watena kroma 8 years woni nkrata 9 years woni nkrata 12 years woni nkrata unyenya oba bi asebio no ho efa a obetimi no wawo no ama wo ba. Take advantage persecution nso ka ho. Why obetimi nya won krata. See lawyer Francis FB solicitors bomodian friend no e wo telephone numbers yi so 079 46 77 2439 ni emfa wo asylum krata ni nkotum mawo. We catch them say munya ne ntem yes 5 years they betwem and the lawyer catch say 5 years they see a twemo but when you're lucky ubenya 30 months a obetumi nya adwuma na nam krokrom hama kakra eni ntitie ne ye enye de bia na nkrata ne ye awo enye de bia na nkrata ne ye se de ukofie. Persecution also count. Oti ase eno de wokɔ heaven na ebusa men kasem na meka sɛ kɔyɛ be ma ne ma nkrata hɔ de mesrɛ wa me adanse nkyerɛ ɛyɛ angel Gabriel ɛyɛ asase so asɛm ne yɛka. Man must survive. Abraham survive it you also as a Ghanaian you need to survive. Nyaminta de asylum no komo ya bando wo no Ghana nka ho Ghana kwa de top 10 asylum seekers yen ka ho kra ti mumbo modia na mun take advantage na lawyer Francis consult him ewo eye 0208-264-4800 munya ntem tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So there are ways a lawyer Francis betumi abo amonya nkrata mesrɛ wa enkwetena baas mu nkɔkeka no bebree ma alatafo ne nti omo de omo toso no mafo omo kwa de be bane omo enya afi na akwetena baas ma ye dididi mesrɛ we cool running me ka kyerɛ mo haya ye kata so ye fra ho ntoma ehia me panti na ma take time ma make because hu ye nuano bebree no a nkrata no oti ase aya na ha adwene nti na me ka kyerɛ mo no ade bi wo hɔ a eye Ghana ye chiwade enya UK chiwade who lawyer Francis near be solicitors na yemboa mo ntententem why see lawyer please will refugee or already on a 5-year route no have a REW after the 5 years 5 years nana we ohimaba and obusa ohimaba we I have to renew after a year. A friend is a 5-year obusa say will refugees already on 5-year a year route no have to renew after the 5 years nana
settlement until you need to meet the settlement requirement. Yeah. Yo, mami so the same refugee asylum seekers no. This time no, you more right to work because mostly at times you more right to work, but you more some sika kakra. But say no changes or their banner say finally a further change being brought. I mean, also be type who say young twin Ibrofone Dorso. Mr. Amanya Ghana for pen 80. There were other countries or muti and tina ya de brofone befamuno. Why? Yo, Uhema, finally, a further change being brought in for refugees affect asylum seekers' right to work. Currently, an asylum seeker who has been waiting for over a year for their claim to be decided can request permission to work. Under the current rules found in Part 11B, this can be any employment as long as the role appears on Appendix Immigration Salary List. Yo, the omudi ababe tumni say first na ema asylum na just wo apply say we adwuma e the amount but say no akwan gya wo ho say wobetumi aye adwuma provided say a fall under Appendix Immigration Salary List no a omu hia nipa omo fail say was say omo ebeye adwuma ema ekro no. Yo, Yanshe, under the new rules, no, this can be any role that appears in appendix scaled occupation, but only if its scale level is RQF level 6 or higher, which is degree level roles. This again feels counterproductive and is particularly unhelpful, given that there is likely a general censuses on both sides of the political spectrum that asylum seekers who are waiting for a decision on their claim should be permitted to work instead of being reliant on the mere amount they would otherwise receive from the state in asylum support. Yeah, and to him, politicians and other officials are about because they say no. Aban no timi nkɔ so antua ɔmo ka sɛ anaasɛ ɔmo allowances sɛ ɔmo siki political asylum and ɔmo siki asylum. Into on that note no ɛwɔ sɛ at least nnwuma no ne kwan so a no sɛ wɔsɛ yɛ ma ɔmo kwan na ɔmo yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ kurom ha no mo. Ɛba fa adwuma no deɛ no, it will take effect 26th of March 2026. And also, yɛnhyɛ ne nso nti ɔmo a ɔmo wɔ asylum no ne n'asefoɔ no, this is a breakthrough for you guys. Yo, yɛnhwɛ another update, work and study route no. Ɔma ma nkurɔfoɔ ekuro bi a ɔma ma ɔmo biribi a ɛfrɛ no visa break. All because a ban on certain nationals entering as a student or skilled worker, continuing the terms of imposing punitive conditions in any attempt at deterring asylum seekers. The nationals of 4 countries are no longer permitted to apply for entry clearance as a student. Last Wednesday, me boso, San Kro Nino, Emma Dr. Renka said, the Radia Sisegana Yenkam. And they saying Afghanistan, omuntimi mo student visa. Cameroon, omuntimi mo student visa. Mame, and also omuntimi mo student visa. And Sudan, and also sa they realize say omo population in the UK hano edosu. All because omu seeking asylum too much. Other means of coming here is too much. Inti ama se say omo bibi a friend of visa break. Until say Home Office be decided, say, okay, we are lifting the visa break and back to normal. Your younger skilled worker and also their ERBA, the main changes for this route is the addition of tailored provisions for routes under SOC code 3314. Shortage of occupation code 3314, which is the prison service officers. And Biana prison service foreigners or mere prison services officers will come and a call demonstration. All because in Krata Semno, not prison services no person be renew or officers ama. Until it gets to a stage I was so mama home office Until because of that in the home office are creating shortage of occupation code 3314. AMA prisons officers say they can apply through that for them to get a visa renewed and get a job doing in UK here. And also make me say a good sign of say at least opese wobua whole instance so requirements in as if for a meeting but for time's sake no I don't want us to go through. Yedi say pese mamunya update information omode aba. Yo, another one is say Uhema, prisons officers, some changes no is taking effect on the 7th of April 2026. Because most of the changes no was certain time frame opposite a taking effect. Sure another one or the Ababekam, which is global talent. Global talent.
Right now. Minkai ahwɛfoɔ sɛ yɛne FB solicitors ɛna ɛtwetwe ɛyɛ nkɔmmɔ. Lawyer Francis ɛna wɔte n'ani. Mɛsrɛ wa wɔ question a request member mmɔden anam a acceptew na watumi abusa wɔ question. Lawyer Francis ɛbɛyi ano. Yɛ office ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Barking. Yɛ postcode ɛyɛ Suite E and F ɛyɛ the Clock House. Yɛtɔ abɔnsan no so mmiɛnsa. Yɛ telephone numbers office line yɛ 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis line is 079 4677 2439. Abusia a legal digest ye debia Wednesday 7 to 8 p.m. Memin debia 12 to 1 p.m. Na Lawyer Francis ababe church mu questioner mesre wa na wafuno epono no so question nya de obetumi akomu deep into debia. I encourage you say you book for consultation and then you go and meet lawyer and any team na omotimi aboa. Enche mefamo mo amo na mo requesting na keep your request coming in the next 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Lawyer every update na mema mo akwenya na mo nyina ma bebusa mo question nti mesre mo a request now na lawyer every update na me ma fama na bebusa mo question. Lawyer mpacho yento aso.
Changes a global talent. Global talent. But this time, no, I specific. I say a brand new path to endorsement is being introduced for those working in the design industry as its own field. Inti wa introduce bibi a friend of design industry as part of the global talent, you know. Wednesday, Obi Busa a question about the global talent in Mami Bro so. But nyame nkyɛn deɛ yɛde design industry for no aba abɛka ho nti wa wowɔ da you know nimdeɛ no wobɛtumi at least apply for visa through that but was sɛ show some things bi in terms of ɛbɛma wo qualify for that particular global talent visa no ebi ni
armed forces yi mu yi wɔn drums wɔn bɔ keyboard deɛ nya ne sɛ wɔwɔ certificate a wakɔ ho school wɔn a wɔbɔ ɛfrɛ ne sɛn ɛyi atɛntɛbɛn ne trumpet ne wei armed forces no nsoro bɔmbɔ nko adeɛ a sɛ yɛde wobɛkɔ Iran ne akɔ bɔmbɔ nko adeɛ a you can join ɛyɛ British ɛyɛ army ɛno deɛ mɛka akyerɛw nti wɔn nso pɛ sɛnea draw yɛ kɛ global ɛyɛ talent yi wɔn nso hia bi paa nti woyɛ bɛrima na sɛ nsoro wu a masa kɔna kɔgye bi yɛkɔ mu nkyɛ yɛakɔ mu a 5 years 10 years wobɛfiri mu wobɛnya sika bebree sɛ kutu sɛ bam na mmom no hyɛ no nso you need to have a talent and a gift ɛnyɛ saa yɛntumi ɛmfa lɔyɛ mpatwɔ toa so
business mobility and also I might introduce you honomo but in America no yɛntumi nkɔ too much details about that. Ebi ne sɛ traditional chefs, classical musicians, yoga instructors, all these things no changes on whatever which takes effect for 25th of March 2026.
yoga yi a yɛde nam ne yɛ mma ne yɛ yɔm ho ɛne ɛsɛ ne ɔmokɔfa Ghanafoɔ boys yi ba deɛ ne okay ɛne Ghana boys mo a moyɛ yoga instructors mo mbɔ mmɔden ana mo apply lawyer homeso kakra na homeso kakra na nka memfa me questions yi bi sɛ ha adwene a anaa pɛ sɛ owie wɔ hɔ a all right okay yo
As of 8th of April 2026, the relevant date used as a reference for calculating the period of time spent in the UK will now be start date listed on the certificate of sponsorship. It say who apply seasonal worker now. Date on what the no and as a start date of coming here to work a best show was certificate of sponsorship in terms of seasonal workers. And also introduce youth mobility on the 8th of April 2026. On my increasing quota on other countries, Osha Andorra, Eco 100, Australia 38,500, Canada 10,000, and others. In opportunities are those countries can take it as part of it. Yo, ebiomonso no changes are I was here share anymore sa English language, English language, Omo pese omo moving from B1 to B2. Now, anyebia omo de amana ba befra other root B, which is the family root, Sir, enyina enim se naka oda partner root ne na for now obey B1. But from 26th of March 2027, yes, date nation. Okoye we indefinite we settlement whether would a skilled worker or a family root appendix FM no and then as for now. I was umiti English level B2, which is equivalent to degree. Inti yɛnhyɛ nso ɛwɔ saa deɛ no, but yɛwɔ more time to work on it, which is 2027. Inti at least yɛdi kan abɔ kɔkɔ ansa na anyɛ wudomu. Inti visitors visa, ɔma introduce another countries bi a say almost say nationals of St. Lucia, Nicaragua lose visa-free travel. They need to apply for. First, now nanka visa-free about UK ha. Those countries are St. Lucia and Nicaragua. Inti at least omo person by UK sebe it was said this time no omo apply for visit visa. And ebiomo so omo introduce permitted free festival list. Thank God, Saudi way, but we don't take advantage over it. Appendix visitor permitted free festival list. Almost from 2nd of April 2026, the list is being updated to include festivals not previously included, such as African Oye and Sonika. I don't know, sir, you know much about Sa festival list, sir, activities here. Omo introduce more into it. We can make use of it when all these things come into play. Why?
Festival Liverpool. Womo ye no gidi pa.
What I can say is I'm forward here. We can just leave it for now. But Mamifa you and chat changes on Modeba, which is from 22nd of April 2026 now. A new suitability requirement is being introduced to Appendix EU, which allows the Home Office to refuse an application where the applicant has assisted another person with fraudulently obtaining or attempting to obtain permission to stay or enter this country. Suitability requirement under the EU changes on Modeba no. Amanfo boa amanfo nya nkrata. Womo say no this time no wa ebena mo so na asade ne beba no. Wonso ye ne ubedi. Wonso ye ne ubedi according to the Home Office no.
Cities na etwetwe nkomo. Ma menko ye nua Sharp so Liverpool. Sharp, lawyer Francis Omituna lawyer tio.
Na akaka na bedroom ya ayala no so na me bisa me find out ahwehwede a ombehwehwe free me ho me my research kakra na efa CB a me university and call certificate any document English proficiency ni nyina me ba me gini nya ba ni me bibia me kan sa me give from university ho na me buy. And I say D2 English so was my bank to me pemunchi meet me if me certificate any English proficiency any me BBA apply no I'm not just a semi cultural B2 and I'm running my master that's why
The kind of assessment for the comparability of a certificate no transcript no. No say no count because B2 no is equivalent to university degree. Into wo dey no equivalent to that. Into obviously will B2 no count.
So you can also contact lawyer and me the telephone numbers ato asio me the tagio na bomodiana oneno endi enkomo you book for appointment na bibia wakomu deeper ema why yenko never give up.
Hello lawyer Pacho, good afternoon. Pacho, the question been a person maybe sana Obabi amenenete percenta menene e worry. Na for now we hear jima aba na etua ne kan kakra other benefits so. In this answer menene bit me aware ma na yi na manya nkrata. Me fa say me na me ni binti me na mbe ware na on na wo bi. Ono so yin jima.
Bro, so what is a partner cohabitation in as for? When in partner for how long?
6 months in.
That would be fine. And yes, sir, dear, this a ukofie. Na wabe wari wa fifiaba. And on top of that, sir, when no, I will bar. you bet me I be a friend exceptional circumstance under the Article 8, to say, sir, ubet me at Nakruma, but you don't need to go back to Ghana. So,
Okay. Timpacho say, my uncle she di ayenti mi yaw hamani.
There be krata ne de nya de betimi aye no ha amana yi. Na emom no
Krata no, answer me will be fa and say it media na ebi next year. Person come in on the year before say be cry. For now, they will be making
the lawyer number na ko huno. Why na book appointment na ko huno? Why? Yo, me the number no anyway ready na a trot to na ko hu lawyer na book appointment. Why Mr. Wa book for consultation. Friend no na book consultation then go and see him. Okay. Number no 079. Otimenka. 079 46 77 24 39. Okay. Yo. And your office line also a friend is saying your office line is here 0208 0208
yeah
264 4800.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Konako lawyer. Sisi kradi asylum seeking no kra no efa kama to ho no buku for consultation. Why?
Okay, right.
Yo, okay. You said that. Yo. Abusia yene have been solicitors na twetwe komo lawyer Francis and Awotinini say wo question bi wo you can request and yes adia ye be call and your question ye addition ade no ye shase ye last week Wednesday no efa ye nkomo a ye die ekwan a ye be fa so a lawyer chire mu efa the partner under Appendix FM how the Home Office assesses overseas marriages, any civil partnership in UK visa application. Ibrahim, who a question a lawyer any?
Good afternoon, lawyer. Well, my question is, make it a pre-settle under EU settlement scheme. Our wife now, but let me down for this. Also, kita the same pre-settle. No, also media be match. Me so media be match we. My year application for indefinite December. No, I need December. And me so my media January we. My meaning Juma Bank. We last Friday. No, message be from Home Office. I checking my data be no. Moon qualify say mobile indefinite. And by extending another 5 years to for pre-settle no. And over to me, you won't say I qualify my indefinite no. And you know maybe say message na automatic message and I say pre-settle when I na mudimaya because you know the same date.
Lawyer Bacho, what you say?
case worker bia or handle when they were down for no, or different. Omo nyina nye the same case worker omo ye ho adwuma. Enti the case worker na wahunu wa send you message no. Ebia wa check record who say unyoma bi no enye full. But to you no who feel say we are due for indefinite. What I can say is say you may no ma send the amount mean who ya mean to mean comment it. Buki nebe hume.
Ibrahim, tie the lawyer Ekano. Bomodia, Mamifa lawyer no mama oh. na ensem na ewo email no book for consultation kona ko hu no na ombomode na ombo awo ho home office there they are always looking out for money to make money for the home office treasury no secretary no eti omode there ensem bo wa ombeye sa you need a lawyer.
Me the lawyer number 2 and no screenshot because me kita pen be me want
me the tag o CC anti screenshot CC a
okay
eno na wo no yeah eti Ibrahim ene na eda ho na obe screenshot no jo obi say ehemfa na backing lawyer ewo backing na me the address message so esisu biem na eja won so mo hu ba bia lawyer ewo lawyer edie was say obesu obusa say da ben na please can you give me the date when the B1 changed to B2 and na wo bisa jo nana sapo 7
of March 2027.
jo nana March year 2027 say me di me birthday 20th March we are na just say 6 days no t-shirt no so why now will be bebusa question I think it's a question no up family so kakra mesrem a question be ma so I keep it coming also follow me and follow lawyer Francis why mesrem a makacho so woni nkrata wo krom a do not be afraid embohu wo akwantu ma memma hu nhye wo na emom ye wo kwan ya efa so a ye di nya nkrata asylum seeking no ewo ho no so persecution eka ho ntinye se chinchine atwan Ghana ye ntoto bomb ansa na God forbid ansa na wedwane persecution means many things lawyer on legal terms now be explaining the aboa or say what is B1 please for Stina or no dear no bisa say B1 no yeah.
Of speaking, listening, writing, and reading.
Yes, a writing wo ka brofo no na wo tworo brofo no na wo te brofo ase for see no e won kofo bebre wo a question no free wa na busa question we busa untimi nya wo answer why any dey mu a and your number no still a enter 100 no why mo modern na mo tap lawyer last week ye hwe a friend is saying kwan ya ye fa so defining a partner under a appendix FN, a family member. Now you share how the Home Office assesses overseas marriages and civil partnerships in UK a visa application. But you be na Marty, lawyer Francis ye be Prosper Michiamo, John Goodman Michiao, YouTube for Michiao. Pacho our question.
Good afternoon, Pacho. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho, my question is, true abusive me kumontino. Mensa come indefinite. Na me bisa say me person me apply for my British passport. I was a me life in UK now because me we no manje any life in UK now. Me NRI no man. Tina me person me no send city because me say my apply for divorce with the man because of situation now. We won't run now and me free me then I meet me here.
You're over here life in UK. Now I hear English language, level B1. Because all the any domestic abuse, mama one yes life in UK anyway, English language, But mommy explaining unfiti preoccupy with your indefinite and British passport. And only mistake you tie. I was say would naturalize it. Would naturalize it here due to say we are British. Now fair now apply for British passport.
Okay.
Into first, after we indefinite, you have to apply for naturalization.
Okay.
when you've been granted naturalization with a certificate of naturalization, that is where you use that certificate to apply for British passport.
Okay.
That is how it works.
Okay. Pacho Mati.
Joe Marty. With the lawyer number and so I'm our Antibomodiana Frey na Pipinia yo why na book consultation and so edasi. Muhiba, I hope say manya dini correct. Lawyer Francis Ewa Hambacho bisa question. Hello. Unmute you lawyer. Pato Ewa YouTube. Yes. Lawyer Tio.
Yeah. Me lawyer number. No, my friend, yeah.
Yeah, lawyer number. So then you book for consultation and then you go and meet him in the office now unsolvable problem out.
Consultation, physical consultation for a lawyer,
Oh,
online.
So can to their friend or friend why?
Okay.
Friend now, lawyer, I'm basically book some consultation. Is it can I only come to your office or back in and answer via a year because of a baby hour? Why? And I have 14 times, obey me. My name say Unsaka number na my screenshot ya tag you. Member boss will be more 079
079
46
46
77
77
24
24
39. Yes. Office line also ewo ho. Joey. All right then. Yeah, me that was you. You said that, super. Okay. Yeah. Lawyer Pato, was say hello, lawyer. I am the main applicant. My dependent has not used my address before. Can that affect our application for switch or renewal of visa? Or no only there or they buy?
Yeah, obviously, yes.
Hey, any mesre wa Pato. Je lawyer number na bomodiana mesre wa kokohu lawyer. Mesre mo a kokohu lawyer 10. Why? Na lawyer ntumi enhwe kwan befa so a obuku consultation betumi aboa. Nana sapon yeah that's it. Nana sapon de number no to ho ade my ladies and
addition so na here time baby tie. Why?
Jo lawyer. Lawyer yenhwe ene ye questions a yebebusa efa nanu komo no ye toa so na yebebusa say can a married partner apply for maybe say a chassis free or can an unmarried partners apply for a UK partner visa now?
Can
Unmarried partners apply for a UK partner visa?
Yes, because what they are saying is as long as you can prove your relationship, Mr. Amo, may you so my phone no yeah TikTok into all frame me woman. It seems that you getting the break on that. Why?
Timesem mo am mo friend lawyers this year. I'm a friend lawyers this year. I'm a train and I say Sebio be and Sebio. I'm a friend lawyers this year after the program. Why? After the program,
Your unmarried partner, no, you have to prove evidences of your relationship. Into obviously, ultimately prove that unmarried partner relationship now. Over to me, they apply visa, including the partner visa route.
Sure. Ebiem na no lawyer obi bebusa question say uchire mu se nipa na ware okrom ha na okrom ha nkrata na so ne yere atena for 2 years obetumi anya nkrata ehu hia so obekofi osi obeso obusa say no cresa because wotie wa na oka kire ni kunu say lawyer Francis say ware aya ware no UK nkrata no ehu hia so be makọ Ghana na wakọfa me aba na ebetumi aya application wa ha ama mensa aka me nkrata oba no ebusa say no cresa ni kunu ni busa say no cresa omoba me inbox no mbusa say no kre bi wo sa
I no cresa
Joe, mesrɛ wa uba me inbox mu no mesrɛ wa bomodi a na reach out to FB solicitors na lawyer M1 mo ntem cause maka jo say krum a wote a ade cha ade sa na mmra no kwa na esesa nti yenya no bibi ntem why lawyer yensa yenhwɛ a friend is saying what does a genuine and subsistent relationship mean?
Yo, Oshema Home Office, sa word na your friend genuine and subsisting relationship no. Most of partnership and as a partner route application, I know na ya omoshe. All because they want to see say ampa mu ya warefo ana. And yes, mo classify my warrior no as sham marriage for the purposes of immigration. In Duema, say all partner visa applicants must demonstrate that their relationship is genuine and subsisting. Some marriages or relationships cannot qualify. Additional requirements include meeting the financial requirement and accommodation, English, and others under the Appendix FM. No, so now we application under partner route now. Home Office per se would demonstrate say mawaria no genuine and subsisting. Yɛka bibi yɛ genuine and subsisting yɛde ba yɛpotɔ kasa mu a ɛyɛ aware a ɛdi mu ɛna aware a ɛrekɔ so. Ɛnyɛ sɛ weiti ha yɛhu sɛ awareɛ bi rekɔ so. Nti ɛno ɛna ɛyɛ a wɔn pɛ sɛ yɛ demonstrate sɛ yɛyɛ partner route application na timisramo awaria ufo sabe enye genuine no Home Office be hu ni say a sham marriage to on that note no it may affect your application.
So lawyer, a branch na ba me box will say lawyer, thank you for the clarification, but I want to find out whether if what application are we going to make? How much is it? So that I can prepare and then we can come and meet a lawyer. Obisa say sa na yiri na oware no krum ha no more British marriage certificate na obetimi aware no ha no. Application be no be na sika no boy saying prizes no Home Office somebody just saying na omuwia mbombehu na me sanfa question we so ensanfa ma menim so be answer na me fan kan ho a
your question is on family number no na me it's not on top of me team me body na analysis here.
Okay, yo Cabo was say, please, I was divorced from my partner. I got married to a EU woman with a child, and I was given a year 6 months. Question when we say you you can request na lawyer etimi EU wano ewahase. That is the reason why lawyer always prefer say because on your diagnosis in a year half question, yes, I know or year half answer. Ernest, say I came here with a COS partner, but she has decided not to continue with the marriage. Are there any other options for? I still have 4 months on my visa.
Yes, there are a lot of options. Yours is to call the lawyer, book an appointment. Now you the various router you can switch to.
So, the NS lawyer number no any lawyer Francis number is 079 46 77 2439. Message mo YouTube no munti ni number ni lawyer Francis mobile line is 079 46 77 2439. Stands on FB solicitors. Lawyer adwuma wɔ hɔ. Your office line here 0208 264 4800. Intimate yɛnhyɛ ɛno nso ɛnso. He calls me Angel. And you know, was say, please can you reapply for fee waiver application when initially refused? May I show say offer lawyer Francis Ubuku appointment lawyer bit me lawyer Pacho answer Emano.
Yeah, obviously, but the time, 1 year you can be overstayer. Inti ena o kano manem frame na yen ni ye mano.
Yo. Ernest Onsaka no manoa bomodiana free lawyer and so he calls me Angel so Michelle wa frɛ lawyer ne book for consultation ne bo enye din bia frɛ lawyer ebe modiana waboa lawyer yentoa yenkomo no so I know say it's only 2 minutes na the yenkomo na baby but your questions no kakra wom lawyer does overseas marriage marriages count for a UK spouse visa?
Yo, Bom say yeah, bro, so Wednesday no regarding say our year we no free amanone ediba UK.
Mm.
Based on the case of CB Brazil, we determine my judgment say our year no ukowari free ukrom na ukrom authorities ejitum omatintim wa follow the right procedure by UK law no, which is the Family Law Act no. It was say UK abai and I say based on the case law now maka no CB Brazil no. It was say almost ejitum. Into him I say ampa ubetumi use overseas marriage yes spouse application no. Because an overseas marriage will generally be recognized for a UK spouse visa if it is legally valid in the country where it took place, was properly conducted according to the local law, and there is nothing in either person's country of domicile preventing recognition of the marriage. Any previous marriage must also have permanently broken down. Into Emma, Wamusi Sawayano, Omuji Tum Wobaby Alkoyeno, what follow the right procedure. Obviously, what about UK ha, almost so ebeje atum. No in the Home Office at times some quiet checks back home say and part mawaria no ye busa authorities over there no omoje to mu say ampa omo mo na mo be ye wo ho na omo ya aware record wo ho e ba sa Home Office omo ni asem eka e wo ho.
Lawyer, will say when must the Home Office investigate whether a marriage is valid?
Yo, Uhema Home Office may investigate further if there are doubts about the validity of the marriage. And another may come once no. For example, if it was a religious or customary marriage that was not registered with the civil authorities in the country where it was celebrated. And another may come no. Uhema Uye na Yemfa Ghana, for example. I was so follow procedure. Yemfa the marriage ordinance, obviously they will issue certificate. And only yes certificate send the city. It is all now the betun and na and yet dear omu bia. Obviously, to me a refuse and as on investigations further. And you have share your customary one etwa so sena we are customary marriage nyoma ube here wo de bekeka ho. Omo statutory declaration. Normally, they are municipal or metropolitan or district or more register for marriage. No, so the omo letter come. Nobody are called judicial services. No more letter also. No matter they are called because eba manonino. No ma call Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. Into omo letter ebe come. Into all these things, why yet now the BB got to Home Office anymore? Ombeka said no. Saying a year ever, I didn't think I would no. Sani Oma we munyina encount. Now ma one more doubt say was so me then omukoye investigations. Into that is how our omo proceeded with investigations regarding Wawarian.
So Abusiani FB solicitors na twetwe nkomo yenim say ye hye from 12 to 1 momfa nche ye de moma yemre 10 minutes kakra bi ne mfa wrap it up open ye kira kwan ye address ye suite E and F ye the clock house ye wo back in Monshanonson. Your postcode near IG11 8EQ. Samsung office line here 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis number is 079 4677 2439. Inti Bomodiana Shannon. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Yet chinchina trying sebra or your office, or friend now book for consultation. Lawyer ebetimi and abe fontinte ebetimi aye was so amount. Inti Bomodiana Shannon. So it doesn't matter where a friend will book consultation. Lawyer will attend to you. Lawyer, yenhwe say overseas civil partnerships recognized for UK visa applications.
Yes, because Ghana no practices civil partnership. Other countries, obviously, we now follow the right procedure. What the application UK ha omuji etum because UK was standard be almost 30 in terms of overseas civil partnership marriage, Inti se uhema omo Civil Partnership Act 2004 no and no and tim how I was say we follow now to ultimate follow now what the be application now only problem about that.
Yo, Thomas answer. Was it bro, could you please ask lawyer for me? I am a British citizen. Can I travel to Ghana without a visa? I have Ghana passport, Thomas. Yes, lawyer, answer. What do Ghana passport?
Yeah, okuta British ni Ghana passport. The TN say wabe dual citizenship. Inti se tu kwan akọ Ghana, make sure say both passports ni nyina ekuta. In terms of Ghana passport, British passport. Ufri ha ene ekwa airlines no tembia meka sa asem we. Because airlines no pese e be find omunti no. Omu make sure say omu check it two passports ni together. All because for safety first say omu be cover omu back yem find omu no. Into omu make sure say o British passport o Ghana passport no ni nyina ye valid. At least a expiration date, a wachi. Into omu checking we answer no omu afa omu play no. To Ghana, Ukraino border immigration no be busa passport be na akuta. Making sure so be Ghana the end first. Edi achire omu. Into a flipping na no one who stamp be woma no busa o other passport na. Now the British passport academy.
Yo.
That is how it works. Why?
Yo, lawyer. See, I got married here in the UK. My missus don't have a friend is saying leave to remain here. She doesn't have a visa. But we got married. At the time she had a visa, but now she doesn't have it. My question is, if we put in this application, are they not going to say that she doesn't qualify for the eligibility requirement, or we can still do it?
Obviously, they will say so, but I don't know, sir, on any one man. On one country. Because on any one man, obviously, lawyer be issue Article 8, provided say with him the lawyer. Now we used to be a friend of exceptional circumstance.
Now, so need anybody, lawyer.
Obviously, there was no coffee back. No,
okay, let's just say because
it doesn't matter say why you know, because at the end of the day, you have to have a visa before you can proceed. Or you have to have a visa. Member visa for extension.
Because earlier on you made mention say a friend is a nipa no no crab British a year friend is a marriage certificate. And no obetimi aya aware no nipa no visa ne wu and obetimi aya aware no oni so ni nipa ni ba obetimi aya aware no
Tio, what the difference between warrior aware no and what the difference between or apply for visa?
Oh, apply for visa and make application.
Or apply for visa. Problem ni say Home Office bet me about And a visa pen or apply for. Is it partner route or what?
Mami Chechi Mukaka. I'm saying because it's the same person. No, I think that he wants to make clear. And I've told you, say, Bomodiana Fred, lawyer, a normal national lawyer, Emma Chechi. But for education purposes, nipa ne ne yere ware no na ne yere no won krata but omutimi ware nya marriage certificate
Yes.
ana ne yere ne krata ne ewu na obusa say CCA no obetimi aye married through the partner route on ne yere ne ba obetimi aye through the partner route nana but more British certificate and answer this okofie still
Our British certificate, but in America no, hono technicalities be wo.
okay
In terms of say partnership or my worrying in as if no. Case worker no bed do put up a find out say at the moment the current immigration status here then.
Onibi
That is the problem. Why we are case worker no bed so they refuse no. In all this fairness no because will meet the eligibility requirement no.
ti onkofie
Yes.
mm.
And what make us say if the other things factors attached to it, I would have used other things to support.
But if there's no other things there, then it doesn't even matter. Say, what British
marriage certificate for her.
Still
because the issue then is, I don't know what chairman the visa ne una say no babe apply. So that would be there should be exceptional circumstance, something because the entire man is trying no or was explaining that thing no. What to me explaining a genuine business, genuine reason grounds are case worker the bemano.
Yo, lawyer, or see what evidence is required to prove an overseas marriage or civil partnership?
Yo, Ushama Home Office, what Baba catch so what worry under the civil partnership route now. Into our expertise ube show documentary evidence, which is the civil partnership certificate, which is valid under the law of the country where the marriage or partnership took place. Inti ebia sabi Ghana ni enye civil partnership aware or her. Other countries omuye. Inti nipa no ye no did he or she go through the procedure, follow the procedure. Country omukoye no they do accept that, and omu issue certificate manana. If that is what they will go through, obviously would buy UK omu too.
Lawyer, the love said, I'm a dual citizen. I have both a year British and a year Ghana passport. Do I need to renew my Ghana passport before traveling?
As long as you need to renew it. Say who dia ube to media ko. But say uba be to kwa what we say baby. Obviously renew it before you travel.
Joe. Lawyer, and I de yen komono eja ye share asie na no eye kukuada 7 to 8 p.m. Topic no eye defining a partner under appendix FM. Ye chirichirim how the Home Office assesses overseas marriages and civil partnerships in UK a visa application. Yabubru biswa hanya di bewi. Lawyer, edi na awode ma yahwefo a ebi hwɛ free Milton Keynes ebi wɔ Liverpool Scotland ebi nso hwɛ free London ebi hwɛ free Woolwich mu nyinaa no adeɛ na ɔde wɔ ma say what if I want to travel with just my British passport? Then you need a visa. Why? And the laugh then you need a visa.
You need a visa
because you go as a foreigner. That is what you have to understand.
Yeah.
Lawyer. Ediana over the my issue the commission. But Mr. I'm lawyer. Timemo be my friend, maybe I said, that is why I bring lawyer Francis here. I just want to put it on record. I'm not a lawyer, Mr. Moa. I'm just a broadcast journalist. Why, Mr. Moa?
Yo, me da say, Dr. Ray said, and so I saw you. Yeah, dear, you my dear, no, about every year. ɛna yɛ ka no me ne umienu yɛsɔre ɛde wei nyinaa brɛ ɔmo sɛ we want the best for our community. But ɛnyɛ nyi nyinaa na ebi taking it seriously. Mesrɛ mo yɛbɛtena ne yɛka a yɛbɛyɛ deɛ o na ne nyinaa gyina wo a wowɔ problem no. Wo a ade ne haw. Yɛde yɛbɛboroboro soa na deɛ ɛka ne sɛ to ho anammɔn. Because sɛ wopɛ sɛ wotena UK ha na daakye wode ha yɛ wo kuro a start to ɛho anammɔn wo nkrataasɛm. Then make sure say wobɛsonsɔn ho in terms of say unya aban amane a be affect you. Because and what we changes are wɔn aba. Ebi ne say reduction in the duration of refugee humanitarian protection from 5 years to 30 months. Obi anda nso da yɛsɛ wɔn bɛyɛ saa. Introduction of a visa break for nationals of Afghanistan, Cameroon, Mali, and Sudan. And also, sir, almost for some issue visas no be break. Into those countries, you know, ya more break. Say you can break obiate I say, ya pause it, yan twice bio. And there will be reforms to appeal process for failed asylum seekers, and also the reforms about. And a new visit visa requirement for nationals of Nicaragua and St. Lucia. And an update to English language requirement for settlement.
Nicaragua could me tidia Lawyer, Mami Sewa, Mami Joe was it please? My COS was revoked. Can I apply for working visa instead of a COS?
Why are you applying for working visa? That's the question. Would the lawyer no? Already, who ban lawyer hono? Who was solution to problem? Incident in our banner. Because Brabe Siki advice, yen kase beke bibiche lawyer. Because who Brabe catch him say, can you apply for working visa? Whilst I haven't digest your problems by telling you that this is another opportunity. But bear in mind, say COS all falls under the working visa. Why? Into Mr. And yes, straight answer, sir. I say, Minka say yes or no. Yo, Anna, the American English language, you know, ye pejamu from B1 to B2. So be indefinite and our settlement. Inti way you know, me pese yes shenenson. Na ye who say Krona ye timuno, as long as winning your own krata emanisi pia. Definitely day in, day out, no. Imra fufro eba. Imra eba omode ye nsakra ye. All because omo pese nyoma mu ye din ama amanfrafo a omo ba betina krum hadomo. But in every problem, no, there is always a solution. Yo, Dr. Rain Midase, me amikase your friend lawyer Francis from FB Solicitors. Yakramo, yebese shia.
Lawyer, yes, sir, the Asidakesi, Mam, Union Mamma, Sumutimi Bomodia, and Fro, aha, Yadamunina, must measure more mentimian farm when no, Yen Shannon. So Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m. Ubetimia Bomodia, no, Bano, Bebusa question. But before that, and so no, my main lawyer Francis, a year, FB solicitors address him out. Now, in the course of the week, BB Chirwide, we doing here, BBA, you book for consultation, and then lawyer will attend to your needs. Intimate more. Shannon, so your address a suite E&F, the clockhouse, a torso, the third floor, your backing, your postcode near IG118EQ. Your office line is 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis mobile line no 079 4677 2439. Mr. Asylum. Everything I'm what's not a kruma. Asylum necessarily does not mean say this bomb to Ghana answer. It also entails a year persecution. Ghana chiwadie, enye UK chiwadie. Uninkrata, uni anidaso bia sɛ wobɛnya nkrataa tena frɛ lawyer Francis buku appointment ka kyerɛ ne sɛ Dr. Ren sɛ Ghana akyiwadeɛ ɛnyɛ UK akyiwadeɛ nti lawyer mebuku appointment ɛkwan bɛn so na abɛboa me na me nso menya me nkrataa lawyer Francis has a magic key through Nyankopɔn twediampɔ na daroma ne nyansa wakɔ akosua ɛne nimdi a wɔwɔ a ɛgya me friend the professor of law ɛwɔ UK ɔbɛboa na wo nso aka wo nsa aka wo nkrataa ɛne ti hyɛ ne nso ɛma obi mfa nkrataa ehunahuna ɛyɛ that is why I'm telling you say wo deɛ wonni anidasoɔ biara anidasoɔ window na ɛwɔ hɔ no yɛnyɛ ne ntɛm ansa na that window of persecution no ɔma ba be close no na ano yɛ kan yɛ amanfo bi nya na ɔmatena kurom ha na ɔmkɔ 5 years anya obɛyɛ adwuma nkakra ba saa 5 years no obɛtumi so obɛnya ɔbaa bi na nipa korɔ no obɛtumi deɛ na so madwu no obɛtumi de sika akɔfie obɛtumi de tuatua ne bills ne yɔma that is why I'm telling you yɛne ntɛm because yɛnka the top 10 a yɛsiki for political asylum ɛwɔ kurom ha anaa persecution asylum yɛ Ghanafoɔ yɛ dɔɔso dodoɔ na ani krataa no nyankrataa no ɛnyɛ wo maame bi na ɛyɛ wo nyɛ wo papa bi na ɛyɛ wo for lack of knowledge my people perish ti meka kyerɛ wo ɛno nti na lawyer Francis ɛyɛ wo kukua da bia 7 to 8 p.m. ɔbɛtena ha ɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ mmara nim memen da bia from 12 to 1 ɔbɛtena ha ɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ mmara nim ɛmfa nkɔhyɛ wo maame ɛmfa nkɔhyɛ wo papa ɛnkɔbɔ obi bɛyie mesrɛ wo this is why I'm the lawyer Francis bro take advantage patronize them frɛ wɔn mo na wo ne ɔmo ni nkɔmmɔ lawyer me ni nkrataa nanso lawyer ɛyɛ Dr. Ren sɛ Ghana akyiwadeɛ ɛne UK akyiwadeɛ no ɛnyɛ the same kwan bɛn so na abɛboa me na lawyer ɛmmoa wo ɛwɔ saa kwan no so a word to a wise is enough minim mohaw because wo ni nkrataa ɛwɔ kroma especially ɛna price of goods and service skyrocketed ɛkɔ soro ɛdini woyɛ panyini kora ɛbɛtumi de w'ani atwitwiri fam woyɛ ɔbɛrima kora yɛtumi kum hwɛ nsɛm a ɛsi wɔ Germany nkrataa nti ɔbaa kum bɛrima a ɔne ne wɔ ba nkrataa nti bɛrima bi nso abɔ ne yere abɔbɔ no a ma wayɛ ne this friends kind of say domestic abuse wayɛ n'anim te sɛ mesrɛ wo there is a window ɛwɔ hɔ ɛno yɛ persecution kɔma lawyer book for consultation ne bo anyɛ den don't look at the cost look at a solution a yɛde bɛma lawyer mɛda wase paa ebiem na megye di sɛ mmerepem no nso nyame yɛ adom a Wednesday yɛbɛsɛ ahyia abusua video no ɛwɔ Dr. Ren TV kɔda kɔhwɛ bi na kyɛma wo nua bi abɛtena kurom a 8 years 10 years 12 years onya nkrataa ɔne na mu a 20 obɛtumi nya nkrataa but I didn't say bi obɛnya 20 years no the window is still there to help people in this country follow me ɛwɔ TikTok subscribe ɛwɔ YouTube follow lawyer Francis nso na yɛsaba da foforɔ a ɛno mu adi nkɔmmɔ be encouraged and have faith and believe onso deɛ bɛba ɛma abɛmu mbu lawyer yɛda ase
Yo, bye-bye.
bye